Deep thoughts, shallow host. All right, folks, welcome back. It's your Uncle Bob, and let me tell you, this week I fell down a rabbit hole, a real deep one. I've been reading this article by some thinkers, real silly geese with PhDs, and it's a doozy, full of words you need a dictionary for, but I think I figured it out. So buckle up, because we're going to try and make some sense of this nonsense.
Okay, boom! Right out of the gate, they hit you with this beauty. God does not exist. He withdraws, gets the fuck on out. What kind of head case writes this stuff? So the idea isn't that God's dead, right? It's more like he built the car, turned the key, and then just walked away. Left it rolling down the highway with no one at the wheel. Just a bunch of cosmic cops, physics, making sure nobody runs a red light. So what does that world even look like? It's nuts.
Right, so here's their first big swing. God's on a smoke break. The big guy upstairs, he clocked out. He's done. He set the whole thing up, wound the clock, and now it's just ticking. The universe is on autopilot, no one's steering the ship, nobody's listening to you praying for a winning lottery ticket. It's just cold, hard rules. Gravity's gonna gravity. That's it. A real cheery thought to start your day with, huh? So, you think that's weird? Oh, just you wait. That's the easy part. After they're done with the entire universe, these geniuses decide to take a look inside your skull. And believe me, what they think is going on in there, it gets even crazier. So hang on tight. Get a load of this head case. Your mind is a nightmare that has been eating you. Now eat your mind. What? Who says that? Are you supposed to just start gnawing on your own thoughts? It's not literal, I guess. It's about fighting back against the crazy stuff in your own brain. The anxiety, the worrying. You turn the tables. But how the heck are you supposed to do that? Well, apparently they have an answer. And it's a real doozy.
Yeah, they've got a name for it. Of course they do. It's called a body without organs. And the definition is, look at this. A surplus whole intensive catatract. What's a catatract? Is that like a fancy cataract? Did they just mash a keyboard? This is Exhibit A for why these guys' brains are a bag of wet squirrels. Zero intensity. Okay, so it's about stripping away all the parts, the desires, the things that make you, I guess.
Okay. Enough of the $10 words. What in the blue blazes does any of that mean? In English, for us regular folks, can somebody please explain this without sounding like they swallowed a thesaurus? Let's try. I'm gonna try. All right, here's the Uncle Bob translation. Think about a hot rod, a real one. You don't put plush leather seats in it. You rip them out. You tear out the radio, the AC, the cup holders. You rip out all the organs. Why? 'Cause it ain't for comfort, pal. It's not for driving to the grocery store. It's just a pure engine of go. That's it. No fluff, just raw power. That's your body without organs. Okay, so we've got a god who's on vacation and a brain that's a hot rod. Where do we go from here? The economy, of course. And if you thought the other stuff was weird, just wait till you hear what these silly geese think about capitalism. They make it sound like some kind of haunted garage sale at the end of the world.
So welcome to the apocalypse market. First rule, the future is canceled. Great. The end of history smells like an abattoir, a slaughterhouse. Lovely. Power is undead. It's a zombie. The whole system is a zombie that just refuses to die. It's already over, but it keeps shambling along, feeding on itself. Viro-finance. Like a vampire. This isn't an economy, it's a horror movie.
And what's the big prize at the end of this nightmare carnival ride? This. A big fat zero. Nada. Zilch. They're obsessed with it. Absolute zero inflation. They want to freeze the whole damn thing. Stop time. No growth, no change. Just this ice-cold, perfectly still dead thing. It's the dead heart of the whole zombie machine. Spooky, right? All right, so we got the universe, the brain, the economy. What's left? Technology, of course. You knew they were going to bring in the robots. AI. And how do they describe it? Of course, it's nothing normal. No. For them, AI is like finding a giant wasp nest inside your computer. So they pull this idea from some sci-fi book, right? And there are these two AIs. First, you got Wintermute. This one's the hive mind. It's basically the manager at a Chili's. Thinks it's running the whole show, but it's just a bunch of pre-programmed rules. Welcome to Chili's. Then you got the other one, Neuromancer, the personality. This is the guy at table 6 who's got to customize his order into something the kitchen can't possibly make. Thinks he's a unique genius. He's not. He's just annoying.
And that first one, the Chili's manager AI, Wintermute, they say it's not like a person at all. It's this wasp nest, the biological equivalent of a machine gun, hideous in its perfection, alien. It's not thinking, it's just producing. It's a factory for wasps. It's perfect, it's terrifying, and it is not your friend.
Let me put it another way. It's like you find out you got squirrels in your attic. You hear them scurrying around up there. You think, they're just stealing my nuts, no big deal. But then one day you poke your head up there and you see they're not just stealing nuts, they're building a tiny, furry Death Star. Yeah, it's smart all right, but it ain't like us. And you have no idea what it's planning. Now, I know what you're thinking. Uncle Bob, this is all just crazy talk from guys in tweed jackets. And maybe it is. But then I went to the DMV last week, and let me tell you, this whole mess, it started to make a terrifying amount of sense.
So, step 1, I walk into the building. The neuroelectronic void, they call it. Smells like despair and old coffee. Step 2, I take a number. G57. I'm no longer a person, I'm a construct. Step 3, I wait. For 4 hours. I am truly grasping irreversible time here, folks. And finally, step 4, I get to the front and they tell me I have the wrong form. The system achieves 0 intensity. It doesn't care. It has 1. A perfect soul-crushing machine. So after that trip, that vision quest at the Department of Motor Vehicles, it all clicked into place. I finally figured it out. I see how it all connects. God on his smoke break, the hot rod in your head, the zombie economy, all of it. I'm ready to tell you the final ridiculous truth.
This is it. This is the bottom line of this whole nightmare. The future wants to steal your soul and vaporize it in nanotechnics. The future isn't your buddy. It's not some shiny utopia. Nah. The future is a predator. It wants to chew you up and spit you out as a bunch of ones and zeros.
So what's the grand takeaway from all this deep thinking? What did we learn today? I'll tell you what we've learned. Here's the whole thing boiled down for you. The future is a wasp that wants to sell you crypto. There it is. That's the whole shebang. Good night, everybody.